Welcome to the Explainer, everyone. For today's session, I want you to literally imagine you're walking through the doors of a sleek, brand new corporate building. I'll be stepping into the role of your enthusiastic HR director, and this is your very first day at our shiny new Bratislava headquarters. We are going to tackle an absolutely crucial piece of your professional toolkit today, intermediate English modal verbs.
Right, let's dive straight into this onboarding session. We're going to master these intermediate modals by exploring real-world office survival rules. You see, the way you speak in a professional setting completely dictates how well you integrate into the team. We aren't just learning grammar today, we're learning how to genuinely thrive in a global corporate environment.
So here's our quick itinerary for today. First, welcome to Bratislava HQ. Second, must versus have to. Third, the negative twist. Fourth, should, may, and might. And finally, an office rules pop quiz. Section 1. Welcome to Bratislava HQ. Let's get grounded here. You're officially a new hire in a fast-paced, international corporate setting. In this kind of environment, figuring out the difference between a strict rule, a cultural expectation, and just a casual recommendation, well, it isn't just about sounding polite, it's absolutely crucial for your daily survival. Mastering these modals isn't just about passing a B1 language test. It's the secret code that unlocks professional communication, whether we're talking strict IT compliance or just the flexibility of remote work. Section 2. Must versus have to. Let's tackle your first big grammatical challenge as a new employee. We're looking at must and have to. Now, to a lot of us, these two verbs look completely identical, right? But here's the thing. In a corporate setting, they carry distinctly different weights. The core difference is all about where the pressure is coming from. Have to comes from outside forces. It's external. Must, on the other hand, comes from the inside. It's an internal dedication. Let's ground this with a concrete example for have to. Because it represents an external rule, you'd use it for something non-negotiable dictated by policy. For instance, because of our strict security protocols, all employees have to swipe their ID badges at the main gate. It's not my personal rule, it's the building's compliance law. You simply have to do it. Now, contrast that with must. As your HR director, I might stand in front of the team and say, we must foster a supportive and inclusive team environment. I'm using must here because it's a deeply held cultural belief. It's a personal commitment from leadership. It's a strong internal drive, not some legal statute written in a contract somewhere. Section 3. The negative twist. Okay, here is the plot twist, and you really need to pay attention to this one. While must and have to are incredibly similar in the affirmative, their negative forms are complete and total opposites. Mustn't is a strict prohibition. It means do not do this under any circumstances. But don't have to? That simply means an absence of obligation. It means something is completely optional. Let's see how this actually applies to our office policies. When it comes to our IT systems, you mustn't share your passwords with anyone. 0 exceptions. Strict security ban. But thanks to our fantastic new employee perks, you don't have to work from the office on Fridays. That is entirely your choice. Pure flexibility. I really want to highlight this because new hires mix this up all the time, and it can lead to some hilarious or, frankly, disastrous HR violations. Imagine telling a colleague you don't have to steal office supplies. Actually, scratch that. That implies stealing is optional. No, you mustn't steal. On the flip side, don't stress out over an optional after-work mixer just because someone told you that you don't have to go and you completely misunderstood it as a ban. Section 4. Should, may, and might. Let's take a deep breath, lighten the mood a bit, and step away from the hard, absolute rules. We're going to explore the softer nuances of workplace wellness and polite suggestions. Use should for strong advice, like telling a stressed coworker, hey, you really should take a screen break. And use may or might for discussing company initiatives that aren't quite set in stone yet, like we might introduce casual Fridays next month. It keeps things positive and open. Section 5. Office Rules Pop Quiz. Time to test that new knowledge. All right, team, rapid-fire recall challenge to make sure this sticks. Scenario 1. You blank wear a tie, but you can if you want. Think carefully about our negative twist. Are we talking about a strict, non-negotiable ban or something wonderfully optional? If you guessed don't have to, absolutely fantastic job. You don't have to wear a tie. It completely reinforces that the tie is optional under our new flexible dress code. Wear one if you want to look sharp, but no one is forcing you. Okay, scenario 2. You blank share your confidential login credentials with anyone, ever.
Think back to those IT security protocols. Is this just an option, or is this something else entirely?
Yep, the answer is mustn't. You mustn't share your confidential login credentials. This is a non-negotiable, strict prohibition to keep the whole Bratislava office secure. It's an absolute boundary, for sure. As we wrap up this onboarding session, I want to leave you with a thought. How will mastering these subtle grammatical shifts transform the way you navigate and lead in a global business environment? Because when you know exactly when to push with a must and when to offer that awesome flexibility with a don't have to, you become such a confident communicator. Take these tools, use them well, and hey, have a fantastic first day at the office.